Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a you versus them love reading for my dearest Aries. Aries, I'm going to read your energy on the right, your person's energy on the left, and then we're going to see what's happening between you right down the middle. At any point in time, feel free to swap the energies that I may be picking up on. And if these messages resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, let's see what's going on here, Aries, between you and your person. Okay, so we have the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so you could be dealing with another Aries. This can also be somebody who's got a quick temper. This could be somebody who's also very stubborn, you know, my way or the highway. The shadow attribute of Aries energy is somebody who's unpredictable and stubborn. You could find them to be destructive and immature at times. All right, your energy, the Seven of Cups in reverse. So you're sweeping away distortion. You're seeing things more clearly here. All right, and we see the Seven of Swords. So what's going on between you two? We do see some sort of deceit. It can also be you two are avoiding each other at this point in time, or one or both of you are looking at, is this a beneficial connection or is it something that's draining me, my time, my energy, my love, my money, you know, my resources. Pay attention to the number sequence 77. It's a powerful number about being supported by your angels and your guides, you know, the path of the mystic, path of the yogi. All right. And we see the moon. Yeah, you could be dealing with somebody with Cancer, Pisces placements here. But the moon card is somebody, you know, it can be somebody who's very intuitive and somebody who has very deep romantic feelings for you. But the moon is also, can be a scary landscape. You know, if you've ever been, you know, stuck in the dark, it takes some time for your eyes to adjust. And then you're not sure that what you're seeing is actually what's there, right? You're looking at things through borrowed light. So again, your person may not be seeing things super clearly right now. And it could be because they're a little bit angry or resentful here with that Emperor in reverse, or they're still kind of reeling from something you said to them here, Aries, or, you know, you pushed back, right? So let's see, the Emperor in reverse, and we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so your person isn't giving emotionally to this connection at this time. With the Four of Cups, you know, they're not making themselves emotionally available. Maybe they aren't emotionally available. This may be someone, Aries, I could certainly see that's highly reactive. So when you bring up constructive criticism or you tell this person that you're feeling hurt or you're uncomfortable with something, they take it as, you know, it's time to fight or you're attacking me type energy, okay? So it's quite a difficult energy coming off of this person. Let's see how they're viewing you. They're viewing you as the Page of Wands. So you may be a little bit younger than this person or a bit more free-spirited than this person. I do think this person has a lot still to work through as far as, you know, taking a look at their shadow self. The Page of Wands, this person may be waiting for good news from you or a message or waiting for you to take action. Or they're planning on taking action or communicating with you. Now, be careful because, you know, I do see this dragon. At first, I saw it as this person wanting to be a bit possessive of you, Aries, so just a heads up there. But I'm also seeing this dragon as like you may have a protector here. And I'm not sure it's this person. I don't know if you... I don't know if this isn't a weird analogy. Sorry, I had a little pause because they were showing me, and I'll give you a quick little anecdote. The other day I had a little bit of an uncomfortable situation with someone from my past, and you know, I didn't really want to be in the conversation with this person. It was a tense conversation, and my cat, my newly adopted cat, he would not leave my side. We were outside of my apartment, and he was you know, just going in between my legs, you know, doing that figure 8, wouldn't let me really be alone with this person. And it felt like protection. So I feel like that's the energy I'm getting here from this dragon, that maybe some of you, you know, you've gotten those signs and signals from your pets around this person, or it's just, you know, your angels and your guides protecting you here. Now, this person may be prone to jealousy is what I'm getting, and mood swings. They may even come at you, Aries, sometimes and tell you that like, oh, well, I'm just trying to protect you, but it kind of doesn't feel that way. So it does feel a bit manipulative with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so you are being divinely protected here. The Seven of Cups in reverse tells me that you're definitely seeing through distortion, seeing things clearly, seeing the situation, maybe for exactly what it is. Yeah, and we see the Unknown card, but there's still a little bit of confusion. And again, this is you, Aries, consulting these readings, you know, consulting psychic readings, tarot, things like that. So I do feel like there's still, like, despite you seeing through this person or this situation, there still may be a little bit of a question mark here about what you're going to do about it, or, you know, where this is going to go. Okay, so you're viewing this person as the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You may be frustrated with this person because they don't put in time and effort. They might not be pulling their weight. Again, that may be something you addressed with them, and they may have gotten quite you know, defensive about that. All right, so the Seven of Swords tells me there is something that's not super healthy going on here. Your person, they're viewing the connection as the Wheel of Fortune, so things coming to a full stop. This person may also play the victim. Why me is what I heard with this card, or I'm always unlucky in love. But I feel they need to do some introspection here, Aries, about what they bring to the table, how they treat other people, and also the wounds that they're bringing to connection after connection. You're viewing the connection as the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there's a part of you that may see this connection coming back around. I say that with kind of, you know, with love, because, you know, or as a friend, I feel like, you know, I'm like, I feel like a lot of your friends and family might not be super happy to see you two get back together. But we see the Three of Pentacles, like there is a part of my Aries here, you know, a part of the Aries collective here who is missing this person, who is seeing this connection coming back around and wanting to work things out. I want you to take a really good, hard look at if this is really the right decision for you, Aries, okay? I say that with love, all right? Ultimately, you all have your own agency, and you know what's happened here and what's forgivable and what isn't. All right, so let's see. Ooh, all right, so with this person, this is a lot, but I'm going to take these three. So they definitely have that strong Mars energy, move forward and defend self. Yeah, I think this person's really defensive, Aries. But I do think that they're coming towards you, and with that Mars energy and you being fellow Aries or having strong Aries placements, you get that, right? You get that fire, that passion, that yang energy, that masculinity. Let's go, let's do this, let's hit, you know, let's hit this head on, right? We see Sun energy, so to me this is very strong Leo energy, self-express and embody truth. So I do think this person is going to be coming towards you quite forcefully to express their truth, express themselves. We also see strong Capricorn energy, their ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So again, this person is coming towards you to work on this. And they're ambitious, right? Like they don't want to let you go. They do want to work this out. Okay, Aries, so let's see what's in your energy. All right, and I mean, maybe some of you, you have just had a fight or an argument here, but if these are patterns, I'd really, really take a good hard look at this. Now we see yin energy, the feminine. So we have this very strong yang, masculine energy coming from your person. And you're embodying this yin energy. So intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. So in a way, this is why there's so much spark and so much attraction between the two of you, because you are expressing this polarity here in this relationship. Okay, so you're trusting your intuition, you're being patient. Many of you, you're really focused on your spirituality to get through whatever's happening here. You are open to receiving messages from this person, I feel, or receiving what they have to offer. And we see Libran energy. So again, there's this Aries Libran axis, the opposite sign of Aries. Some of you could be Libras with strong placements, or you have Libran placements, but it's just showing me that there's this strong polarity between the two of you. Consideration, fairness, and harmony. So it's like you do want to consider this person's feelings, what they're going to express to you. Some of you see them taking methodical steps to do some shadow work here, okay? But again, don't make too many excuses for someone, Aries, who might not deserve it, okay? And you know if this person deserves it or not. I see that you are really prioritizing balance and harmony within connection, and that's where you have to be, all right? But again, don't make excuses for someone who's bringing you out of balance, okay? If it's consistent. For some of you, maybe it was just one fight, and there's a lot to look at here, but then, okay, well then we can work with that. But if this is a consistent pattern, Aries, heads up, okay? So we see changing them. So your person's shadow energy is trying to change someone never works, accept them as they are or move on. So I could see that Emperor in reverse definitely being somebody trying to change you, somebody trying to amend or make you amend behavior. Again, constructive criticism is one thing, control is another. All right, we see being cold. So this person might be somebody who blocks you, or somebody who is cold to you. This person might withhold sex from you is kind of what I'm getting if they get angry or upset. So you seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. So they might get into, they might suffer from arrogance, okay, and aloofness when they're triggered, which isn't helpful to finding a solution. And we see this person may be feeling like they're fated to be alone, Aries, that they've given up on love because you think you're meant to be alone. It's not true. So again, they may default to that energy, or it may be if they've expressed that or not to you. All right, let's see what they do want to express to my Aries. What does this person want you to know? Missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have, so they are worried that they've missed an opportunity with you. And neglected. I failed to give you what you need. Okay, so there at least we have them, starting to or putting themselves in your shoes. All right, but, again, is it enough? Let's see. Any advice and guidance for my Aries, please? All right, just say yes. All right, so I kind of feel for some of my Aries, if you've been saying no to like friends, family, other people, if you found yourself isolating or saying more no than yes, it may be time to jump on opportunities. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean with this person, but like strength in numbers, surrounding yourself with people and doing things can be something that helps you ground and really get out of your head. It can give you clarity too. All right, and starseed and spirit saying, some of my Aries out there, you may identify as starseeds. But Spirit's asking you, what is it that really lights you up? And when you're making a decision here about this connection, check in with your heart space. What, does it really light you up, or is there a sense of dread, or are you compromising too much of yourself if you work on this or go back to this person? All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we see soul family. So call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. See, this is a repeating message. Surround yourself with your loved ones. Call in your soul tribe. If this is a difficult situation, if it's been an off and on situation, if you've had a hard time letting go of this connection and it's not right for you, community and love can do wonders for you. Okay, so you don't have to go it alone here. All right, my lovely Aries, I'm sending you love and light. Take care.